The average American is currently living underwater. I'm talking knee-deep in bills, stress, and debt. The cost of groceries that went up, cost of gas, diesel, rent and mortgages through the roof. And what's worse, economic experts are saying they expect an increase in grocery prices by April 29th. It's only 3 days away.
You want some fruit, honey?
Yeah. Let me go sell the car.
$40.60 for a fruit tray.
Whoever said it's cheaper to cook at home lied.
Since when are backpacks almost $200? That is crazy, bro.
No, seriously, are they joking?
This here is $68 worth of food. Right there. Yep. Bro, I know they lying. $6 for 6 strawberries and some whipped cream.
Can we get into this right quick? When in the world did candy bars end up being $1.99?
Do y'all see the fuckery that's going on in these goddamn grocery stores? This is my favorite shit. Simply orange juice. $7. That's simply too motherfucking high.
$9.49 for fucking Raisin Bran or $9.99 the regular price.
Regular size, party size. What the fuck is the difference?
Oil prices as we see them now and the gas prices, for how much longer will these gas prices be as high as they currently are?
Well, right now we're off the highs. We're at $102. But just for anybody watching at home, I mean, you wiped out your entire benefit of the One Big Beautiful Bill and the overtime on tips that President Trump was talking about in the Oval Office just a minute ago, about $19 ago. So not only are we escalating, the ships are not flowing through the strait at anywhere near the rates that they were before the bombing started. The president has suggested that as many as 35 ships have gotten through. That's cool, but we used to have 130 ships per day. And the reports are coming in that Chinese ships are being turned around and are not being permitted access through the strait. So what happens, and really the way that I'd look at it, is that gas is your first indicator. What comes next is shipping. And by that, I mean transit across America on trucks that you see for Amazon or Target or Walmart. Those are all now more expensive. Diesel prices are well above $5 at this point nationwide. What happens after that is your food gets more expensive. Everything that you're buying on the shelves at Walmart that got delivered from those trucks coming through paying diesel prices, they came off of this strait and came out of oil and gas prices that are 21% higher and leading directly to inflation. So Oxford Economics is anticipating that inflation will hit 4%. And that means no Fed rate cuts. That means Fed rate hikes. Your mortgage is more expensive. It's harder to create a new business. You're talking about a seize up structurally. Gas is just the first thing that we see.
Let's talk about food prices. What's going to happen with my groceries? How much higher are they going to go?
Well, if gas is up 20%, you should see the ripple effects that are pretty substantial. 40 to 50% of the cost of your food comes from the cost of fertilizer and everything that's locked up in the strait. So nitrogen, urea, all of the fertilizer components are about half of the cost of your food. So if that is increasing from, what was it, $70 a barrel before the bombing started, and now we're at 102, that's going to compound. And I suspect that as we get into seize up territory with these tankers, which is where we continue to be, you're going to see that continue to escalate. And for diesel, it's worse. And that's, of course, what the farmers not only use for fertilizer, but to run their tractors, to run all their farm equipment. I mean, the prices trickle out. We should start to see that hit around April 29th.
You know, I believe in the phrase that ignorance is bliss. The U.S. is currently in a war with Iran that could have been avoided. And I think to myself, what if the people had a say-so in matters such as this, like prior to it happening? Like, let's weigh out the cost. You know, there's a lot of people who are furious because one of the main culprits to all the suffering that's going on in our economy could have been avoided. You know, I don't know where we're headed as a society, but we're headed there.